Melissa. I just wanted to take some time to answer a few questions so that you can get to know me. My very first video was just about plastic surgery. So I just want to go over a few questions, answer them so that you know who Melissa is and what Melissa's journey is about. So first things first, obviously my name is Melissa. I am 31 years old and I am from Savannah, Georgia. Lived there for 27 years of my life before, I think 26 or 27. I moved to Arizona about 7 years ago, and I am the baby of the family. I am the baby by a lot. The next oldest is 15 years older than me. I have one sister here in Arizona with me, and then I have one sister and one brother who both live in Georgia. I have so many nieces and nephews, it's crazy, and they're around, most of them are around my age or a little younger. Let's see. Not to be sad, but I lost my parents when I was younger. I lost my dad when I was in high school, and I lost my mom when I was 25. I never knew my grandparents on either side, and I did not have any aunts and uncles. They had passed away when I was younger also. So it's just me, my siblings, and then my boys, my family here. So that is pretty much where I'm from. Let's get into answering some questions about myself. Are you named after anyone? Yes, my middle name. When I was born, my dad wanted to name me Melissa Danielle, but my mom and sister, my youngest sister, or the next youngest, weren't having it. So my sister in Georgia named me, and she named me Melissa Danielle. My dad's name is Daniel, so that's where the Danielle part came from. And funny story, so I did know my uncle on my mom's side when I was younger, when I was little, and he had a nickname for me. It was Damn Yell, because I guess I was a crybaby, so he used to call me Damn Yell all the time. But that's where my name comes from. Yes, I'm named after my dad. How many kids do you have? 4. We have 4 boys. They go from 11 years old to 14 years old, and our house is a very fun place to be every day. It's wild and crazy and loud, but they're the sweetest things ever. All you have to do is squirt some tears sometimes and they'll just run off and leave you alone. If you were another person, would you be a friend to yourself? Yes. Or would you friend yourself? Absolutely. I do think I'm a very kind-hearted and a nice person, and I do put others before myself, so absolutely, I would be an asset. What is your eye color? Green. I have green eyes, but they change different shades of green, so they can go anywhere from a yellow color to a dark olive color to just really dark green. It depends on the sunlight. It depends on, I notice when it rains or when it's going to rain, my eyes turn this yellow color, which is kind of creepy, but they turn different shades of green. Favorite smells? I love fall smells. I do not like pumpkin spice, but I do love cranberry, Christmassy smells. As far as body sprays or perfumes, my favorite perfume is Estee Lauder Beautiful in the sheer scent. It might be Estee Lauder Sheer Beautiful, but that is hands down my favorite scent in the whole world. My sister gave that to me for my birthday when I was 18, and it's a perfume that I always remember her by. So anytime I smell it, I think of her. That's my favorite scent. So perfume wise, it's Estee Lauder Sheer Beautiful. And then for my home, I love fall scents, Christmassy scents in the springtime. I think I have one that's jelly bean scents or jelly bean scented, and I really like that one as well. Let's see, where were you born? We've already answered that. Savannah, Georgia. Do you have any special talents? I'm pretty good at playing the flute. Pretty good at playing the flute and the piccolo, which is basically the same thing. It's just a tiny flute. Let's see. How tall are you? I am 5'5". How many countries have you visited? Just this one. I would love to travel and visit different countries, but so far I have not done that. I've spent most of my life too busy being a mom. Not that that's a bad thing. What is your favorite drink? I really like water with the Crystal Light, the little pour powder things. My youngest son calls them, what are they? Drink sugars? Oh, drink seasonings. He calls them seasonings. He would say, "Mom, can I have some seasoning for my water?" So I love those. I do try to keep them at work and in some drawers in the house. The boys will fly through them if they know where they are, so they do stay hidden. Right now I really like the pomegranate, which is what's in my water here. And then let's see, what else do I like to drink? Diet Coke, which I know I shouldn't, but what are you gonna do? I love it. Your favorite memory from childhood? I have so many. I had an awesome childhood. I grew up kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I was outside all the time. We had room to roam. We had woods all around us. We had a pond across the street. There was a river not too far down the road. So I was always outside playing around, digging holes, climbing trees. I know that there used to be some trees in our backyard, and I used to climb them with my nieces and nephews who were my age all the time. And I remember that one of the branches was shaped like a snake, and it was kind of wound up in the top of the tree, and I was always terrified. I was terrified of that tree. I would go anywhere else but that tree because it looked like a snake to me, and I'm terrified of snakes. But favorite childhood memories, I would say doing things with my dad. I remember hanging out at the corner store with him while he was hanging out with his friends, and I remember just running around the store eating what I wanted. I remember ring pops and Doritos. I remember the first time I had Doritos. And then I remember putting crickets for bait in those little wire baskets for people who were going down to the river to go fishing. Let's see. I have so many good childhood memories. I lived in the same house from the time I was, or the same place from the time I was born until I graduated high school. So my mom kept me in church. Anytime the doors were open, we were at church. So I remember a lot of youth group trips. They were a lot of fun. So many things, sports, just playing outside, being able to roam and run around and do what I wanted to do, basically. I never got hurt though. So I was just outside all the time playing. I think that's my favorite childhood memory, because now, you know, living here in Arizona, it's really hot, and the kids do go outside and play, but it's tough, and they do love their electronics. Thankfully, I don't even think I had a TV until I was in my senior year of high school. So all my time was spent outside playing, fishing across the street with my dad in the pond, catching turtles. We used to catch turtles in the ditch all the time. Tell us one of your bad habits. Let's see, one of my bad habits. I used to be a nail biter, not so much anymore. But a bad habit would be, oh, here's one that just happened today. So I think I'm a pretty awesome driver, but Jeff would tell you otherwise. And sometimes I forget to slow down before I turn curbs. Or turn a curb. And he tells me all the time, you should probably slow down instead of accelerating when you take that curb. And when I think I slow down, but obviously not, because everything in my car goes flying. So I would say not being, and I have a bad habit of being in a rush. I need to slow down more often. And that's all I can think of right now. I'm sure I have plenty, as we all do. What's on your mind? Dinner. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go eat. We are going to dinner with family tonight for a birthday, and I'm starving. Actually, I'm gonna go look up the menu here in a second and pick out everything I want so I know when I get there. Oh, back to bad habits. I have a really bad habit of being indecisive. I cannot make up my mind to save my life. So, and that's only started in the last few years. I don't feel like I was always indecisive. 3 things that make you happy. I would say Jeff and the boys. They'll count as one, so my family here in the house. Let's see, number 2, winter. I love winter, and I love being able to dress in comfy jammies and lay around. I love Christmas. Christmas makes me so happy. It's my favorite holiday. And number 3, the beach. I love the beach. I love ocean waves. I love the sound of ocean waves. When I was younger, when I was about 18 or so, I lived with my sister in Georgia, and I worked overnight, and so I slept during the day. And during the day, she would always play this CD that was either the rain or ocean waves, and that's how I would sleep every day. And growing up, I was around the beach also, so I just remember that, and I just love the beach. I love the sand. I love the seagulls. I love everything about it, the warm water, everything. And that's East Coast water, because West Coast is pretty cold. Let's see. Do you have any pets? Yes, we have one cat who's like 1,001 years old. I think he's like 15 or 16. And he's a lurker, like he's always around and wants to be close, but he doesn't want you to touch him. He's a little weirdo. What's the farthest you've been from home? I still consider Georgia my home, so I would say Arizona is the furthest away. Are you a lefty or a righty? I'm a righty. When I was in 8th grade though, I did break these 2 fingers playing softball, and I had to learn how to, no, was it? It was these, yeah. When I was in 8th grade, I broke these 2 fingers playing softball, so I had to learn how to use my left hand for, it was probably about 4 to 6 weeks at school to get my work done. What is your favorite thing to have for breakfast? Pancakes. I love blueberry pancakes. They're my favorite. So pancakes, and actually I want to try the pancakes that have like the bacon in them. I think I've seen that on Pinterest a while back, but I've always wanted to try that. So blueberry pancakes. I don't care about anything else. I eat a lot of eggs. Scrambled eggs, sunny side up eggs, egg muffins, in the little cupcake tins. Pancakes. Give me blueberry pancakes and I'm perfectly happy. What's your favorite gadget? My favorite gadget right now is the ground beef, the thing that you ground your beef with. It has the 4 prongs in it. I don't know how I made it through this long without it, but that's my favorite thing to use. What was the last movie that you went to? The Lion King. We just seen The Lion King a couple of weeks ago with the boys, and I loved it. I cried a little bit. Prior to that, I think it was Aladdin or Avengers Endgame, one of the 2. What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play? I like to watch football, and I know that most people think this is so boring, but I really love baseball. I grew up playing softball, and I also grew up watching baseball with my dad. That was one of my childhood memories that I have with him. When I was younger, you could name off any player and I knew their stats. I would be able to tell you everything about them, who they played for, RBI, like everything. Everything that you wanted to know, I knew about players when I was younger. So I really like baseball. I know a lot of people think that it's boring, but once you get into it, it's a good game to watch. What would you sing at karaoke night? Actually, I'm 31 years old and I've never done karaoke in my life, so I'm gonna have to think about that, and we're gonna have to do some karaoke. I need a karaoke machine actually. Maybe that'll be on Santa's list this year. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? One meal for the rest of my life. Oh, I love everything. I don't think I've ever met a food I don't like. So it would either have to be deviled crabs. I love seafood. That's my favorite food group. So either deviled crabs or chicken wings. I love chicken wings too. I'm sure if you gave me some time I could think of like a certain meal, but oh, and tacos, those sound the best. Tacos sound so good right now. I'm getting so hungry. I'm ready for dinner. Do you like or dislike surprises? I'm 50-50 on that one, but I'm gonna go with like. I like surprises. Would you rather win the lottery, or would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job? Win the lottery, duh. Who wants to work for the rest of their life? Well, wait a minute. It depends, because what if you win the lottery but you only win like $5? Which I don't have a good track record with lottery tickets, but oh gosh, now it's difficult. So if we're talking millions and millions and millions and millions, the lottery, obviously, but if we're only talking petty change, then I'll go with the job. The job. The job. Oh, I lost my questions. Come on. Your favorite color? My favorite color is royal blue. I love that color. I think it looks great on me, and it's just a very calming color. It's vibrant, but it's also still calming. Next to royal blue, I would say I don't want to say pink, but yellow. I love yellow. It's so bright and springy, and I love it. Do you like to cook? I like to learn to cook. When I was younger, my mom used to always try to teach me how to sew and how to cook, and I didn't want to do either. So the last few years on my own, I've really had to church up my cooking skills. I would like to take cooking classes though. I think that would be really fun. What's your favorite dessert? My favorite dessert is cheesecake. I love cheesecake, and pecan pie. It's pecan, not pecan. I love pecan pie. Homemade pecan pie. Store-bought stuff I can't get into. Are you interested in having more children? Absolutely not. No. We are done. We have 4 boys, and good God, that is all we need. Name a hobby. Thrifting. I love to go to thrift stores. I love Goodwill. I love junk stores. I love antique stores. I love garage sales. I love any place I can go to rummage through things and see what I can find that's really cheap that can be turned into something pretty awesome. You never know what you're gonna find, so it's fun to do. What is your jam? Like jelly or music? Jelly or music? Okay, well, I think that's enough with the questions. If anyone has any other questions about me, feel free to comment below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, share, and thank you so much for spending a little time with me and getting to know me a little better. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and I look forward to making more videos for you. Bye!